Murder, my dear Watson. Refined, cold-blooded murder.
Murder?
All right, and now what am I supposed to do?
Try and hit me.
Hit you? Holmes, you feeling yourself today?
Oh, come along, Watson. There's nothing to worry about. You won't hurt me. Come along.
No, I can't. Oh, really?
Very well, then. Try it from over there. Now, here. Come on. Nothing to worry about, old man.
No, I'll tear your dressing gown, you know.
Watson, for the last time. Here. On guard.
All right, if you insist.
The only way is to catch him red-handed, to catch him in such a way that there's no escape, no alibi.
Who are ye? I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, the detective?
Yes, and now perhaps you realize why I can't be hoodwinked.
Oh, sir, that changes everything.
Now, who are you? Quick!
Well, in that case, sir,
My name must be Watson.
Wait here. Oh, why don't you watch where you're going?
Sorry, Governor.
No harm. Go along.
Did Mr. Holmes tell you when he'd be coming back, Doctor?
Well, I expect he'll be back about 9 o'clock, Mrs. Hudson.
It's just striking 9 now, Dr. Watson. I have a beautiful roast beef in the oven, and I don't want it to burn.
Well, I'm sure it'll be delicious whatever time you have it, Mrs. Hudson.
I'm worried about Mr. Holmes. I fear he's gravely neglecting his health.
Yes. Oh, I quite agree.
He keeps working so very hard, and he eats next to nothing. Maybe it would be wise for him to see a doctor.
Oh, I think he's had enough of doctors with me as his fellow lodger.
A doctor like you deserves more obedient patience.
A housekeeper like you, Mrs. Hudson, deserves masters who can appreciate her cooking.
Fortunately, sir, you appreciate it, don't you?
I certainly do, if that's any consolation to you.
Help! Help!
What was that?
Help! Help!
Give me a hand.
Oh, but Mr. Holmes left orders that nobody should come in the house in his absence.
I can't help that. Get some water. Now, where's my bag?
It's down in your car.
Oh, so it is. Where is he?
In the bedroom.
Good evening, Watson.
Holmes!
Oh, you scared me half out of my wits, Mr. Holmes.
I thought I made it entirely clear that under no circumstances whatsoever was anybody to be allowed in here without my express permission.
But you looked as though you were dying.
There'll be no exceptions made, Watson.
Oh, good heavens, my roast!
Now, where's the shipping column?
Shipping column?
Hmm?
Now what are you doing?
I'm looking for the liner movements.
Liner movements?
Huh. Here we are. Phasia. Just docked. Karachi, Suez, Benghazi. What comes from Benghazi, Watson?
Arabs.
There were no Arabs on board.
Oh. A new case, Holmes.
An old friend of ours has been going to the docks recently and waiting about for all the ships coming from Benghazi.
Oh, an old friend? Who?
Moriarty. And I intend to find out why.
But Holmes, we all know that Moriarty is the greatest criminal in the country. Why don't the police do something about him?
Take care, Watson. If it should ever come to the professor's ear that you call him a criminal, you may very well find yourself sued for slander.
Oh, but we all know.
Knowing and proving something are two very different matters, Watson, as I need hardly remind you. It's my duty to bring him to justice.
But how do you propose to do that?
With the help of the Times. Everything I could possibly require to know is in the Times. It is the best informed and most reliable newspaper in the world.
Oh, yes. The most reliable.
Now, Watson, what is the purpose of the Times?
Why, to supply information.
Exactly. Also to advertise. That's why the advertisements are on the front page. None of this nonsense about sensational headlines to whet the reader's appetites. And then after the advertisements, what is the next most important thing?
Oh, the sports page.
Brilliant, Watson. The weather, the arts, the news, shipping news, and finally, yes, finally, politics. The Times is also the least obvious and the most efficient weapon that a man could possibly have. Now, pick up that dagger.
The dagger?
Yes, go on, pick it up.
All right, and now what am I supposed to do?
Try and hit me.
Hit you? Holmes, you feeling yourself today?
Oh, come along, Watson. There's nothing to worry about. You won't hurt me. Come along.
No, I can't. Oh, really?
Very well, then. Try it from over there. Now, here. Come on. Nothing to worry about, old man.
No, I'll tear your dressing gown, you know.
Watson, for the last time. Here. On guard.
All right, if you insist.
Help!
Don't move, Watson.
Oh!
You'd better keep the dinner warm, Mrs. Hudson.
Watson, get the morphine, quick. Mrs. Hudson, be good enough to telephone Scotland Yard as quickly as you can. Ask for Inspector Cooper and tell him I want him here immediately.
Of course, Mr. Holmes. Immediately.
Jenkins, who did this? Who did this to you? Hair.
This time you're going too far, Mr. Holmes.
How am I going too far, Inspector? I find a man stabbed to death on my doorstep, so quite naturally I sent for you.
Oh, we know all about this Jenkins. He served at least 12 sentences in prison. I have no sympathy with informers.